So before HTC, I wrote my notes here. So before HTC, I for several years I've been a licensed insurance salesman, life insurance primarily. I've sold a few sales here, a few sales there, some bigger ones, a lot of smaller ones. Uh, I failed a lot because I'm not sure how to close. I don't know what I am doing wrong, or I'm not doing enough of, or whatnot. Before HTC, I call myself a starving insurance salesman. There's been many times where I talk to someone and they say, "Thank you for the information." I go see what my union has available. How rude! How do you be polite, right? But I always been scared that I would not have a positive outlook for my future. I've locked in my military retirement, but that's being stuck in the matrix, right? I've always wanted out of it, and so when I came across Dan Locke, I knew what I had to do. So booms, I haven't had any booms yet since I've been in here. Right now, to be honest, before HTC and even now, my life has been constant distractions. A lot of this going on, a lot of that going on, and trying to master multiple things. And Dan Locke in one of the videos did say, master one thing and then move on to the next. I haven't done that, so I need to stop everything, master one thing like HTC skills, and move forward. And these HTC skills will also help me to close more insurance deals and move into the bigger high net worth people and close deals with them. I really want to be a part of the inner circle. Even afterwards, I want to still work with insurance, because that is a unnecessary evil that we need in our life, even though it is an unnecessary evil. And it's up to me, since I want to treat people right. I'll do the right products at the right time at the right place. HTC has been different from other programs. I've spent lots of money on several programs, and to be honest with you, they've all failed. And I'm thinking, what's been the common thread between all of them? Me. I'm easily distracted. I'm lacking focus. No matter what it is, I will get on something and I will jump on it for a while. I don't tell too many people I'm doing it, and then it just goes to the side. I'll spend hundreds of dollars or even thousands of dollars. And before HTC, I came across this program, Wealth Dynamics, here in Anchorage, in Alaska, where I live. And the kid doing it, he's 26 or 7 years old. He's now, I guess he's a millionaire, and he partnered with Grant Cardone to sell his 10x system, and I did payments on the system, and I guess he's doing a high ticket closing for Grant Cardone, right? That just occurred to me the other day. That's what he's doing, and so I purchased it with a payment plan, and I haven't done anything with it. $10,000 gone. It's gonna be gone. So I have access to the training and the materials, the 10x stuff, and I've got some books and all that. So I'm gonna have to plug into it, paying money for it, plug into it, right? Grant Cardone is obviously doing something right, so I might as well plug into it as well. But what makes it different, HTC different, is that a lot of the programs I've seen didn't have any kind of accountability or follow-up process for the students. Didn't force them to be accountable. The main coach or teacher or person in there didn't interact with the students. If he or she did, it was very, very limited, and sometimes there's only access to email. And most of them are just like for niche programs or niche services, niche markets, niche things, and which is fine in what it is, but you're limited to that niche process, the niche market. Well, HTC has addressed all of that. Dan has addressed all of that beautifully. He's also taken it further. For one, you've got to change your mindset, change your habits, change your lifestyle, uh, change the way you think about money, change the way you think about rich people, think differently about the way your outlook on everything, you know. And and then he takes a step further and gets you in a program that will get you to do homework, you know, to be a student of the mastery, you know, to be a student, to work your way to it, and to be humble, to humble yourself too. As he said with the Bruce Lee analogy, empty your cup. You know, others don't get you to do that. They get you to take where you're at and just keep going. You know, HTC Dan Locke through HTC is the only one I've seen to say, humble yourself, and if you come to me, I will help you, and I will only help those who are swimming to you. Like he used the analogy with the Coast Guard, you know, saving the people. You can only help the few that swim to us. That was actually sad to hear, but it's true. It is really true. Being in the military, I know that's true. And that's another thing. One of the things I want from HTC is that I want to retire from the reserves. I got 25 years in. One of the only reasons I'm still in is for the health benefits I get. $200 a month, $200 deductible. I mean, where else can I get it that cheap? But with these high ticket skills, I'll be able to afford to pay whatever insurance I need for my wife and I, especially my wife is the main reason. I have other sources, but I need it for my wife. So enough of that. I need to get it. I want out of it. So I want HTC to help me with this. The support I've gotten from staff has been great. From the time I don't know how to pronounce the gentleman's name, but the guy who sold me on the program, he did a very good job at selling me. I was actually sold before that, but I was asking lots of questions, and he addressed it beautifully. He didn't. He made me figure out how to get the money, and I'll address that in a minute. But when I sent in emails, I got quick responses. When I had a Discord, this is the first time I've ever seen Discord. I don't game, I don't do any of that stuff. I don't do much of anything online outside of researching certain material I like to research. That doesn't make me money. I mean, conspiracies, whatever. But anyway, I asked questions, I got help. I posted on Facebook and I got responses. I posted the video from Robert Kiyosaki. Didn't get posted, and I saw, oh, no outside material. You're right, not a big deal, and it was polite on whoever's rejected it. That was okay. It didn't slam me, but just let me know. You can't do that. I'm like, that's good, that's good. So, of course, if I had read the terms and conditions a little more closer, I would have read that or understood it. So another. And then the guys that on the role playing, the people coming from other seasons that were able to help, and people in our seat, they all have been top notch. I like it. Another thing about the HTC that I need to back up to is that it helps you. The one thing I like the most is that it lets us interact with people from all over the world. That is the biggest thing that I like. I met someone from an island off of Madagascar, an island I never heard of before. I can't remember the name of it. And I was like, really? And it was just a tiny little island. And I was like, wow. Lots of Australians, lots of Canadians. My daughter lives in Canada now, so with the money I make from HTC, I can go visit her. She married a guy in the Canadian Air Force. Great kid. So, what would I say to those who are afraid and skeptical? My first thought sounds like it's how would you answer that as you're closing it, right? So, I would ask them, so what makes you skeptical? What makes you skeptical about it? And then I would take it from there. and just dig deep with the pain points, just like I'm closing the deal for an HTC. Dig for the pain is what I would do, and get them to do it. How much would you have vested? Well, honestly, I'm paying 10 grand for that Grant Cardone course, and I paid several thousand for other courses. I would have paid anything. After I was introduced to Dan Locke through one of the insurance groups on Facebook, I saw he posted this guy posted a video. He said he's just a guy I follow, is all he said, and it was about closing deals, and I was like, this is interesting. So I researched more information on Dan Locke. I found all these videos, and I kept saying, what is this program he's talking about? So I clicked here on one of them and saw that little seminar. I was like, oh, I signed up, and I was like, man, he's going to probably ask me for a couple thousand, so I have to figure out how to get it, right? Well, I had my call, and I didn't have the money right away, but I had started a new job, because I also have to work a W-2 job because I've struggled to close insurance deals with this new company, and I found out that I have a brokerage account with Fidelity through a prior employer at Best Buy. It had $5,000 in it, and so when I found it, I emailed him back saying, I got the money, I need to sign up. He didn't respond. I said, I got the money, I need to sign up. I was almost like, damn it, I need to sign up, because he told me, Thursday's the first class, and I was hounding him. I sent him like 4 emails a day. I want to sign up. And so he sent me the link. I signed up. But my mistake was a huge mistake, and Dan would say that he would actually not approve of this, but I grabbed the money from my brokerage account and purchased the program without consulting my wife, which is a no-no. I was just so excited that I saw this opportunity for the light at the end of the tunnel to build a good retirement that I just grabbed it and went, and then I just told her that I'm going to be doing this program and got her excited and she built the vision board and then all this kind of stuff. And then one day she said, well, how much are you paying anyway? And I said, well, I'm not paying anything. And then, knowing my wife, she's like, okay, you're doing a play on words. And I eventually admitted, how much. And she's like, what? And then tension has been in the house ever since. We've slept in the same different beds and all kinds of stuff. So that was my mistake. I own up to it. So now it's up to me to make this work and quit being a failure at everything I've done in my whole life. So I'm investing more than just money. Now currently, I want to join the inner circle. I really do. I currently don't have any money in my account. It got drained and this mistake that happened the other day was a mistake from Fidelity. Took my money when I was trying to pull money from my account. But anyway, I'll deal with that later. But I don't have $99 or $200 a month or that money to come down with. But what I do have, if I have time to make this happen, I do have ways of making money. So Dan Locke, on one of his videos, said all these different ways of making money. So I have a bunch of stuff I need to sell, so I'm going to sell those. Gather all that up next week when I get home from my time here in Hawaii. Get that stuff sold. I'm also an Uber driver that I do once in a while, so I can do some Uber driving at the evenings during the days I don't have anything pressing to do, and I can listen to Dan Locke's material in the car while I wait, as I drive around, wait for a fare, and then I could pause it when I get the fare. And then this group I'm with, in my hierarchy to sell insurance, they have this great program that's a digital program that brings in guaranteed leads, guaranteed calls with the final expense, and I could buy some leads and make that happen. If I close a $50 sale 3 a day, I should be able to easily get a couple grand. I could get it all done in about a month. So I don't know what my time is to join the inner circle. I hope it's not a one is now or never. I hope, because that would pain me. But I'll be part of HTC as long as I can. In fact, I've been so excited after I started it that I went around to everyone in my employer, my security job, and told everyone at the hospital. I said, I'm going to be wealthy next year. And they're like, no, you're not. And I said, yeah, I'm going to be wealthy. And they're, well, what makes you so sure? And I said, well, because I'm trained to be a high-ticket closer. Like, what do you mean? And I explained it to them, and they're like, okay, I want to hold you to it. And a couple of people are definitely holding me to it, because one of my dreams is to be an angel investor. I want to help people get into business for themselves. That would just be awesome. And 2 people there are saying, all right, we'll hold you to it, because I want you to help invest me in my business that I want to start. So there we go. And then the other question is, you said, describe HT to your best friend. Sadly, I don't have a best friend. That is sad. I don't have anyone I would say a best friend. I don't have anyone to talk to or share emails with. I just my wife and my kids. But if I had a best friend, I would, I had some when I was a kid, but what would you say? I would say, friend talk, dude, you got to do this. I know you've got the potential to do it, and you've always wanted to get out of the rut you're in. You owe it to your wife, you owe it to your kids, you owe it to your future. Retirement is such time, and I know you can do this. And in fact, I intend to go to great places and reach new heights, and I want you to be there with me the whole time. As for describing HTC, I said, well, the best way to describe it is it's breathtaking. It's something that you would never ever experience in your life, because it takes your mind, it takes you to go into the deepest depths of your being and see yourself for who you are, and then change it to who you want to be. Not much different than what they did to us in basic training and military, but with different intentions, of course. Not make us war machines, but make us closer machines. So anyway, I hope I didn't jump around too much or do anything the way I'm not supposed to. And I'm actually shocked I didn't hear a lot of background noise from the construction workers out there. But I am truly impressed with this program. I am grateful it's here, and I'm grateful mainly for these young pups that are doing it. There's a 14-year-old doing it, some 19-year-olds. I'm just excited. Something like this, when I was their age, was not around, and if it was, there was very little access to it. It was hard, in the 80s. I couldn't access this stuff. Today, these kids have access to these things to become great before they even fall into the matrix and get stuck in there for life. And this is amazing. It's truly amazing. I am very thankful for Dan Locke to create this program. And I do want to say one thing. I haven't said the word seafood. The reason being is because I don't understand it. I don't have a connection to that. He says he gets it from martial arts and from the age. I don't have a connection to any of that. I don't understand it. I never had a mentor in my life. But I do want to get to that point to where I do understand it. And I do want to feel what that means. I've had first sergeants, I've had officers, I've had other leaders in my life in the military nature and in other stuff, but not like this. So thank you for this, and I would be happy to wear an HTC shirt out in public to show what I'm a part of. And I also want to help others become part of this as well. Have a good evening.